Coming up on the season premiere of Cardinals Insider, get to know the new starting pitcher, Sonny Gray.
I wanted to come to St. Louis. It's a winning culture, a winning tradition.
Plus,
do you guys think if you go to a baseball game when you're retired, are you going to try to catch a pop-up in the stands?
I'm bringing my glove every game.
Yep. I might be full uni.
Glove, helmet, batting gloves. Imagine you wear your own uniform.
Spikes? Like at least spikes, right?
And later, hit the backfields in Jupiter, Florida to soak in the sunshine and baseball vibes. All that and more straight ahead on our season premiere.
Well, they say the house don't fall if the bones are good. There's some real good bones in there. There's some real good leaders. There's some real good players in there. And I think that the town is hungry. I think the front office is hungry. I think our owner's hungry to flip that script. There's going to be some tenacious Cardinals in the clubhouse next year.
It's time. The winter is over. A new era is here.
This is where it all starts.
A swing and a long drive. It's a goaler! There goes, throw to second, and they got him! Contreras with a huge throw. Goodbye! 3 home runs for Paul Goldschmidt. That's trouble. Walker on the run. Dives! Did he get it? Yeah, what a catch!
I think Wilson Contreras is having fun as a Cardinal.
Swing drive, deep left field.
This is Cardinals Baseball 2024.
Arenado, a walk-off.
This is Cardinals Baseball 2024.
Let's go home. Cardinals
This
win.
is Cardinals Baseball 2024. And it's a whole new ball game.
welcome to Season 9 of Cardinals Insider. I'm Ozzie Smith. There's plenty of optimism as the new year begins. There are some key returning players and several new faces. One of those is last year's American League Cy Young runner-up, Sonny Gray. Let's kick off our season by getting to know him better.
He's a competitor. He's always looking to improve. He's aggressive. He fits this ballpark perfectly. And most importantly, he wanted to be a Cardinal. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Sonny Gray as a St. Louis Cardinal.
I wanted to come to St. Louis. It's a winning culture, a winning tradition. Those are things that are important to me, but now that here, being in spring and doing that, I don't look at anything other than now, the present moment, knowing that the history is there and the winning tradition is there. But I'm more focused on now in the moment. How can we be better as a staff? How can I be better as an individual? I think bringing my family, bringing my wife, and bringing my sons, that was huge for me. That was important.
Welcome to St. Louis, Sonny Gray.
We were looking up there. We were looking out at the stadium. I cannot wait to get on that field in St. Louis gear and Cardinals jerseys and get to work. Got them a little bit into St. Louis, into the Cardinals a little bit more than maybe they were or have been. So having them come and see it and them just to be there, I think makes it that much better and that much easier of a transition for me. It gets me excited, it gets them excited. The fans were great, everyone was incredibly nice, especially I think it was crazy cold during that and people were still showing up. I didn't watch this guy growing up, but I became fond of him and his characteristic traits and his competitiveness and just the persona that he carried himself on the mound, and it was Bob Gibson. And it wasn't of watching his pitch shape or what pitches does he throw, but it was more or less just learning and understanding about the way that he carried himself on the mound, his attitude, his competitiveness, his I'm coming at you, I'm in control of this is me versus you, all of those things. I did become quite fond of him, but I don't look at anything other than me just being myself and doing my thing now that I am here. So that's where my focus is.
straight ahead on Cardinals Insider.
You said you can't say what you want to say. You hear that? You hear that? Willie usually talks a lot of smack.
A mic'd up you won't want to miss. Stay with us. Lars Nootbaar isn't new to Cardinal fans, but hearing from him never gets old. Lars wore a mic for us during spring training workout, and here's how it sounded.
I'm a hot mic today. Hot mic today. I'm mic'd up. I'm mic'd up.
I believe in you, buddy.
So don't say what you usually say. I'm mic'd up.
2 mics out here.
Go to Marlins
You?
Field.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scary.
Sketchy.
Maybe the
Sketchy
frequencies will mess up and we'll just can't hear
Yeah,
anything we say.
Do you guys think if you go to a baseball game when you're retired, are you gonna try to catch a pop up in the stands?
I'm bringing my glove every game.
Yep. I might be full uni.
Glove,
and a helmet.
glove, helmet, batting gloves. Imagine you wear your own
like
uniform.
spikes? Like at least spikes, right?
Woo-hoo-hoo!
No one move.
Attaboy, Mike. We're the wall. We don't eat traditional Thanksgiving. Sometimes it'll be sushi, yeah. Steak, whatever. You should go out there and see if it's game-like. Try and catch a couple.
I can't talk to Dick.
Oh. You say you can't say what you want to say. You hear that? You hear that? Willie usually talks a lot of smack. Scal's outrunning Nato right there.
Did you take your thing off?
Still in there.
You still got it? I've just been talking to myself.
I haven't been saying a word. Oh no! Ah! Oh no!
Really? That's why they've been following me around more.
Yeah.
Just feel bad, you know? They take the time out here to follow you around with a camera. Give them a little bit of content.
I know. I want it to be natural content. We're like, you got everything? Carp's like, yeah, my phone. He goes in the cage, goes, nah, he goes, it's not in there, it's in the car. We're like, it's kind of a long walk.
He's like, he goes, it's 100% in the car.
Yeah, he goes, it's kind of a long walk. We get there, I put this stuff in my car, I go walk to Nolan's car. They're like this, they're like underneath in the seats, like looking, they're like, the car's just like this. Oh my.
And he goes back and it was in the cage.
Yeah, I know it was in the cage.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien,
Oh, my
todo
bad.
bien, good to see you.
Do I want to go where?
See Messi. Enter Miami.
Ooh.
Ephus changeup. I got a feeling he's going to throw me one of those.
No, he'll throw the knuckleball.
Oh, jeez.
Still working on trying to figure out the bat. He came out of his office just to sun me, absolutely sun me. Hey, you're taking lives and throw away your white pants. Good morning to you too, baby. Good morning to you too. Are you going to St. Lucie?
Yeah, I'm going to let him in. I don't go on the road.
No way. Tell him to throw away his white. If I got to throw away my white pants, he's throwing away his white pants.
Coming up,
Photo day is our day to get the team headshots as well as other poses, and that is our catalog of headshots and stuff that we use throughout the year for scoreboard and the magazine and social.
that's in just a bit. Cardinals Insider is a team effort, and that includes you. We'd love to hear from you. To get in touch with the show, head on over to cardinals.com/insider and click on the Contact Us tab. And while you're there, you can rewatch old episodes and check out our podcast too.
Newt News. I'm Lars Nootbaar.
It's all at cardinals.com/insider. Each spring, players visit video stations for our show and Cardinal Scoreboard. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at their visits to our sets.
3, 2, 1.
Photo day is also a spring training staple. Every player in camp poses for headshots with multiple outlets. The club, Major League Baseball, news organizations, and video game makers are all involved. Here's what this year's photo day looked like.
Lars Nootbaar. Okay, nice to meet you. You can put it down. So my role as a photographer at spring training is really just to capture pretty much every moment that I can for historical purposes and then for social media. More so now for the players as well as the Cardinals social. For our magazine, we've got stories to shoot for. So it's really just documenting each and every day, whether it's a seasoned veteran or a first-time player. Yeah, I would say my style is primarily, it's heavy on the portraiture, photojournalistic kind of vibe, if you will. So spring training is about sort of the relaxed environment, smiles, camaraderie, new faces. So anytime we can deliver that story to the fans back home and be excited about what's coming. Photo day is our day to get the team headshots as well as other poses. And that is our catalog of headshots and stuff that we use throughout the year for scoreboard and the magazine and social. Everyone who's at Big League Camp comes through and they do the conga line of shots. This is year 13, I believe, for me, and it's probably about the relationships, being with the guys and collecting the images. I've got a great team of photographers, and so, you know, it's just been great just being able to be part of history.
This season, Major League Baseball introduced the Spring Breakout. Clubs assembled 26 high-level prospects to take on minor leaguers from other clubs. The games followed big league exhibitions, and the Cardinals got to compete in 2 of them. It's time for trivia. How many fans does Roger Dean Stadium seat? Think on it over the break and see the answer when we return. Welcome back. It's time for the answer to our trivia question. Here's Emily Stevens with the big reveal.
It's time for this week's trivia. Our question centers around the Cardinals spring training home in Jupiter, Florida. We asked how many fans Roger Dean Stadium seats.
The answer is D, 6,871. Roger Dean opened its gates on February 28, 1998. Of course, that meant America's favorite slugger participated in the first camp here. Countless other great Cardinals have roamed the fields at Roger Dean too. Hall of Famers like Scott Rowland played here, as well as fan favorites like Albert Pujols, Yadier Molina, and Jim Edmonds. St. Louis's own David Freese played his first game of catch with Ozzie Smith at Roger Dean. And highly touted prospects like Oscar Taveras and Jordan Walker saw their first big league camps here. And of course, countless legends have come through as guest instructors, passing their knowledge and experience on to new generations of Cardinals players.
A small ballpark with a big history. Roger Dean Stadium in Jupiter, Florida. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Emily Stevens.
The opening game at Roger Dean always brings excitement. It's the first step in a long journey, and a lucky few are on hand to take it all in. Our Brett McMillan hit the concourse to ask fans what they love about the Grapefruit League opener.
Greetings from sunny Florida. Spring training's officially underway. And of course, thank you again for being such an important part of St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Sunshine and baseball just belong together, especially at the Grapefruit League opener. Let's catch up with some of the fans in attendance, find out where they're from and what they love about this day. What brought you down to the ball game today?
Cardinals!
Opening day, spring training.
Well, of course, it's Cardinal spring training, yeah.
Watching the Cardinals play.
Watching the Cardinals, the people, the fun. We meet people from home down here. it's great. It's worth the trip.
It's the start of the season. It's the start of the Cardinals.
It's just exciting. I love the beginning of a new season. We're ready to go.
How is the weather maybe a little bit better down here?
Oh, yeah. Last weekend, we're driving in snow.
Yep, driving in ice and snow and cars sliding in the ditches. We didn't see any snow coming down here.
Beautiful weather, good crowd, hot dogs are good. Yes, it's worthwhile making the trip down.
77 degrees, right? No humidity. Let's go Cardinals.
You guys have a particular player you're excited to see today?
I mean, I would love to see Matt Carpenter. I've been a long-term fan.
We like it because you get to see all the young players that come in from all over that aren't on the roster, and that's kind of fun for those kids and to see their families. It's a big deal.
To see anybody, I just want to watch baseball.
What about you? Who's your favorite player?
Well, I like Jordan Walker. He gives a lot of souvenirs to the fans in the stands.
How many spring training games do you think you'll come to this year?
I have season tickets.
We come to all of them.
We
Yes.
come not every game.
Let's go Cards!
Let's go Cards! Let's go Cardinals!
Let's go Cardinals!
Always great to play baseball in Jupiter. If you want to come down and check out the Cardinals next year, head on over to cardinals.com/vacations. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Brett McMillan.
Catcher Wilson Contreras doesn't struggle to have fun playing baseball. Let's head to break with a look at Wilson getting his 2024 season rolling. When we return, I'm answering one of your questions. It's Ask Ozzy, and it's up next. It's time for this week's Ask Ozzy. Joe in Peoria, Illinois asked, what was your favorite city to play in during spring training in Florida? I don't know if I had a favorite city. It was always fun. St. Petersburg was where I spent most of my spring training. So I would say St. Petersburg was fun because I knew all the little spots, and sometimes when you travel to other cities, it's hard to find the right spots to eat and stuff. And usually our stays in the other cities are very short. So I would say St. Petersburg. Well, for us, you know, it was all about making sure that when we got to spring training, we were as close to being ready to go as possible. So we knew that there was always somebody coming behind us. So we always worked hard at making sure that we were ready to go when we got to spring training so that it didn't take too long to get in shape, in playing shape. Thanks for the question, Joe. I'll be taking your questions all season. To submit one, head to cardinals.com/insider and click the Ask Ozzy tab. We close today's episode with one more look at the fun and sunshine of spring training. That's the topic of our first Redbird Reels. That's it for this episode. You can always catch us online at cardinals.com/insider or watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you right back here next week.